Hi everyone, so I'm back to do another craft with me video, and I'm going to make a journal cover, Christmas journal cover from a box. And as you can see, this was a pasta box. Right, so I've started putting my signatures together. I'm making a kind of jolly type Christmas journal, and I am going to cut all this down. I'm just looking to see what it looks like in the inside. Right, so this is where the join is. And I need to cut my journal down to, well, the journal, or the box I should say, I need to cut that down to 7 3/4 by 4 7/8. I'm just doing this roughly to get these bits off. I know some people kind of fold these in sometimes, but I do have to actually trim this right down. I'm just using scissors because I haven't got enough room to get the paper trimmer on here. And I've printed off 2 bits of paper that I'm going to put on the front and the back. And I'm going to put some paper on the inside, and I'm going to do a fabric spine. And I've only done 2 signatures so far, but I am going to do a 3rd one. Right, let's get rid of this lot. There we go, excuse my squeaky chair. Right, I just printed 2 at this size, and oh, see, I did have room for the trimmer. And I'm just going to take that off there. This is kind of cute because it does look like it's fabric. I got that, excuse me, I got that from Creative Fabrica. I think I'm calling that the right name. So if you're doing this, you can use paper of your choice. So I've also been making some digitals to go inside this journal. And what I'm going to do, once I've got so many pages done, I'm going to put them, put it onto, let me see, what side have I got is the most straight. I'm going to put it on my shop as a little bundle. It's not going to be like a themed kit. It's just going to be the things that I'm using in this, because like I said, I'm kind of doing it a little bit like a jolly Christmas type one. I'm not doing like a vintage. Right, this is actually the perfect size, I think, to be honest. Yes, it is. So I just need to sort this out, which I want that to be 4 7/8. So that's about there. Hello. There we go. Right. So first of all, I'm going to use some coffee dyed paper for the inside. I will probably cover it over anyway with maybe pockets and things, but it's good to add some extra layers. And that pasta is really nice. Okay, if anyone is interested. Right, are we gonna? No, it wouldn't. I know it wouldn't fit. So I'm going to split that in half. Split it in half. Fold it in half. And oh, there's a lot of noise outside. I'm so noisy. My room is to the back of the house, and there's a cul-de-sac at the back of me. So it can get quite noisy at times. And there's quite a few kids that live down there. So I've been coffee dyeing and on my hands and knees in here. I've got loads of boxes underneath my desk, and I have been in them looking for envelopes and Christmassy bits for obviously Christmas journals. Right, so I'm going to come in with this. You can use whatever glue you like, you can use tape, but I'm just going to use this because I shall be stitching as well, and I need to change my thread in my sewing machine to red, because I might do green actually, we'll see. So it's just the cover I'm doing today. Hope you don't think I'm doing like that whole journal. Honestly, it just takes too long for me. I don't have the time, you know. I do admire people that sit and do things from start to finish, like, you know, big projects, because it does take a long time, and it takes, it's not just the crafting side of it, it's uploading your videos and editing it, and, you know, then sharing it all, and there's a lot to it. So yeah, I do admire the ladies that do these big journals or big projects, and they do it start to finish, and it takes them days on end. That's just not me. I'll do like the little things, but so we're just doing that. So yeah, I'm just taking it to that line. And we will trim that off. So I hope everyone is well. If you've been watching my last couple of videos, you can see, or you can hear, my voice keeps going. I've got a little bit of a cough, but I'm not ill. Strange. Right, oops, I was just checking that will fit. Well, if the other bit did, then that surely is going to. I was kind of hoping to get out this week. It sounds like I don't get out a lot. I actually don't go out a lot. And having a look for some Christmas scrapbooking paper, see if there's anything nice about, because I haven't bought a Christmas scrapbooking paper in years. And then I gave away back probably the beginning of the year, I gave away loads and loads of my 12x12s, and it was probably, there was a pile about probably about 2 foot in height of all this scrapbooking paper that I like wasn't using, and now I could kick myself for doing it. Right, normally let that dry, but what we are going to do here is get another one of these out for starters, because I'm going to need that. And then I'm actually going to, because that's quite a that's quite a strong colour under there, I'm going to put some on the spine so that when I do put the fabric on, it's not, the blue's not going to show through. Oops, it's only paper. Alright, so I think I've got a nice piece of like a thick coloured calico, or just a thick material that I'm going to use on the spine. Alright. Yep. Perfect. And we will trim that. I kind of feel like I've got my mojo back a little bit. I'd kind of lost it for quite a few months, and I was really struggling. Well, I was struggling more with ideas on to do craft with me videos, and just sitting making journals and watching TV. Maybe that's, I normally would watch YouTube videos. I just wasn't doing it. I think I was getting overwhelmed with everything that's out there at the moment. Some beautiful creations, but there we go. I'm going to let that dry for a minute and I'll be back. Okay, I've left that a few minutes, and now I'm going to put on the front and back. Now, if I do it like that, it's going to be off center. So, where's my, it's really hard to see. Just going to do that because I kind of, probably not so much the front, but definitely the back, because I'm not going to be putting a topper or anything on that. And we'll just do it there. And then these little bits we can use for other things. I've made, I haven't actually printed it all off yet, but no, I can't see where that line is. Is it there? I think it's there. Anyway, it's not really where I wanted it to be, but hey ho. Like I said, I'm not, oh, I actually just messed that up, didn't I? Oh yeah, I see the line now. Okay, we'll have to turn off one of these. See, this is what happens in real life. I'm not going to mess around anymore. I'm just going to put that down. Excuse me. Wrong glue stick. Right. Yeah, I've made pockets and tags and loads of other little things to go in this. And like I say, it's not really going to have a theme. It's just going to be like that kind of, I don't know, I'm just calling it a jolly Christmas journal because it's going to be, it's just going to be Christmassy things, like with no real rhyme or reason to it, if you know what I mean. Eclectic, that's the word. Silly me, messing that bit up. Don't worry, this is an old card. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Right, let me go and print another one of them off because, oh, well, actually, I'm just thinking whether I could bring, no, I'm just going to print another bit off. Okay, so I have printed another one. Let's not mess that up. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to worry about it being central. There we go. Lots of glue. Put the lid on that. It's my last one till I go to the shops. Right. There we go. I'm going to have loads of this paper to play around with. Could make some tags out of it as well. Right, lots of that. Okay, so this is the fabric I was talking about. it's like a hessian. It's actually quite thick. So oh, how do we want that bit? Right, gonna mark it, and about here I'm gonna draw some lines so don't mess it up. I need to stand up to do this. So if you can hear me breathing in the camera, I'm all blocked up. Right, that's straight. No, that's not. Right, I think that's. Let me get my pink and shears. If it was a thinner fabric, then I'd have just tore it to get. I think this was a sample. I think. No, I don't think it was actually. I'm just going to shut up talking rubbish. I've actually got a massive big. It was a hessian sack. I've had it for years and I've never actually used it. Right. Need to just trim that down a little bit more. Hessian, yeah, hessian and burlap's quite similar, isn't it? I think. Right. Oh, this chair, it's so squeaky and it's rather annoying. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Let's just see. Just going to use this super tacky glue. Is a good glue. I don't have the like the 3-in-1, or what's it called? It's Fabri-Tac. It's just so expensive. It is good stuff. It stinks. It's good stuff. But I'm sorry, but I refuse to pay that amount of money for it. This is blocked up. Typical. Let's see if this is working. Yay. And we want plenty on there. And then I'm just going to use my finger to smoosh it all around. There we go. I now need a baby wipe to get it all off my fingers. There we go. And then on both sides are the same. And I definitely have to let this dry. So whilst this is drying, I'm going to go and find what image I want to put on the front. What how I want to decorate that, and then I'll be back. So that's all nice and dry now. I am going to go and stitch all the way round with some red cotton, and I will be back and show you that. There we go. And I'm going to bring these back out, and I'm just going to cut the top and the bottom. There we go. Okay, so I've prepared a few little bits. This is just some white cardstock, and I've just inked up around the edge. This is some printable, and this is how I'm going to layer this. A little bit of doily there, and then I'm going to put that image on there, and that's going to come out a little bit, but I do want to leave enough room to get an eyelet in there, so about there. And then I've got I've got a little sentiment, the magic of Christmas, and I'm going to back that onto some red cardstock. So let's start with this. I'm going to use this because this is a good glue. Again, use your preferred adhesive. Alright, so let me just check all that again. Yep, I just don't want to have problems when I put an eyelet in. I mean, I don't technically have to use an eyelet, but that's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I normally use. So I'm looking forward to doing this journal. Because I don't normally do them this way, like this style of Christmas journal. Kind of more of a vintagey person. Making sure all the glue is on there. Like that. Now actually I think I might stitch around that, so I'll go and do that. Okay. And then that, I want that down here a little bit. Perfect. The hardest thing for me doing this is I'm thinking I'm not putting any coffee dyed paper and I'm always using coffee dyed paper. I'm thinking of just using that white plain paper in it. Did I show you? Because my signatures are, I haven't coffee dyed the backs of them, but there is a little bit of, like, you know, vintagey printables in there, and obviously the paper bag there, and that's just 2 signatures. I'm gonna do another one, so yeah, I think that's gonna be a tricky bit for me. Maybe it'll look okay. I'll do some testing. Oh, I'm liking that. Right. I am... Oh, my chair is so annoying, isn't it? There we go. And I just want this to have obviously a little bit of a red border, just to make it pop. I'll just do that, and fingers are all dirty now. Right. There we go. And do we have that here or in the center or there? Let me have a look. I kind of like it in there. Hang on. Kind of like it on the actual image. And just kind of coming off a little bit. I'll have to go look for, not right now, but I'm going to go and like hunt probably tomorrow now, look for my stickles. So yeah, that is my journal, my Christmas journal cover made from a box. And like I said, I'm looking forward to filling this. If you have any questions, just ask. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.